So I'm 100 podcasts episodes in, and I thought it would be a good thing to do a review of all of the lessons that I've learnt over this whole process, not only of the podcasts, but of everything I'm doing online, the books, the blogs, everything. Starting out, I just want to say thank you to everyone that supported me, either through their direct support on Patreon, through purchasing one of my books or my merchandise or anything like that, or just through connecting with me. Just messaging me via social, via email, whatever, and saying, hey, I've been listening to you, I appreciate this, that sort of stuff. Honestly, your feedback, your support means the world to me. So thank you for everyone, and I know some of you have been here from the beginning, and to you, a super special thanks. You know who you are. So, what have I learned? Well, the main one is to just start. There's so many projects and so many things that I've wanted to do in my life that I just delayed, and I didn't ever start them. I ended up delaying so long that I lost interest in it before I even tried. And then I look back, and when I finally had the time, the mental space, and all of that sort of stuff, I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't care about that thing anymore. So what I found now is that it's important to just start. You'll learn along the way. And, it's daunting, it's confronting, but if you don't just start, it will never happen. I've learned that there's always going to be an issue or a problem or a challenge that will pop up. The lights are never all green. It's easy to look at a famous or successful person and go, man, they had it easy. They could just do this, their personality, their body type, whatever, right? But we're only seeing them on the tail end of their journey. We don't see the process and the whole thing that it took for that person to get to where they are. So if you realize that things are going to pop up, that the lights will never always be green, but you should just start anyway, things start to happen. I've applied that to all of the little projects that I'm doing in my life and all of the stuff I'm doing online. Now, don't get me wrong, some of them have failed and I've just stopped them. And that's okay. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to change. It's okay to go, okay, this thing isn't working. Fine. But at least you know. Imagine waiting a year or 2 or 3, building up all of these ideas. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this thing. You're telling people. And then you start it and you realize, man, I don't actually like this. It's so much better to start, learn along the way, and if you don't like it, to pivot into something else. I've done that with a bunch of things, and in fact, I've come back to them with a deeper level of knowledge and experience from other stuff, right? So you can start something, get a bit of experience, back away, come back again. But the key is to start. I apply this to hobbies, to work, to side hustles, to friendships, to everything. Just start. And I suppose a related lesson here is done is better than perfect. So what do I mean by done is better than perfect? There's this drive, at least I have it, to be a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect. And when I look back over my old stuff, I pushed for that. Now, the quality and the stuff that I'm getting across in my old stuff was worse than what I'm doing now. Why? Because the stuff I'm doing now doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel rigid. I'm not trying to contain everything in this nice little quote-unquote perfect box. Instead, I'm doing, the best I can do, but I'm not being a perfectionist about it. I know that having something done is better than not releasing it, but, it being perfect, okay? So the books, the blogs, the podcast, everything I do is of a very, very good quality. But there comes a time where I just have to accept that this is all I'm going to get. That there's a diminishing return on the amount of ability that I'm going to be able to do here. Why? If I keep pushing down this path, I'm just going to go insane. In the past, I've done that, and it produces stuff that, upon reflection, isn't that great anyway. So just start the thing and just finish the thing, and that's okay. The next one is a little bit sort of, not sad, but just interesting. I've learned not to expect support, at least not in the way that I thought it would come. So when I first started stuff, I'm like, oh man, all my friends, all my family, all of these people are going to listen, blah, 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 it's going to be amazing. Now, obviously that's a little bit short-sighted or a little bit naive. Everyone has their own life, their own things, and, none of us have time to focus on everything that everyone else is doing, okay? So it's important to realize that when you start a project, when you start doing something, you may not get the support that you think you should from some people, But on the other hand, you'll find that when it resonates with someone, they're going to be all in. They're going to be like commenting on everything you're doing, talking to you about it, and just connecting with you on it. And what I've found is that I've made, through my online work here, deeper connections with some people that I didn't have prior to this. Why? Because I'm giving them a deeper and a different insight. On the other hand, I've had conversations with friends that I've had for ages that said, like, man, I can't read your work because it's too triggering. I just can't. And they just straight up avoid it. And that's okay too. It's okay. But initially I felt a little bit cut because I'm like, why don't people care? But then I realized something. I realized that there's so much going on in everyone's life that it's unreasonable for me to expect that they just drop everything and focus on what I'm doing, just like it's unreasonable for them to expect me to do the same for them. So if you start something, you'll find that some people are right on board and will support you 100% of the way. Some people will be curiously interested, and other people will not care and they will not talk to you about it. That's fine. It's all fine as long as you understand that that's a thing that's going to happen. Next one up. There is always more to learn. Okay, now this doesn't apply to just online stuff, but it applies to everything. There's always something more you can learn. There's always deeper levels of knowledge. There's always connections that you can get. No matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm seeing, I'm always looking at the next step. What can I add? How can I learn this? And it pays to sort of look at this and realize that, yeah, there's always more to learn. So you have to sort of be humble. You have to sort of understand that, yeah, there is no finished product here. Life, you are a process, not a destination, right? If you sort of realize that there's no like sort of one point, you're never going to quote unquote arrive somewhere, then you're set, provided that you're doing something that brings you contentment. Next thing is don't stop. So many people have started projects and stopped them. So many people that I know in person and online, they've started, they've gone hard, and then they just stopped. And you'll bring it up with them and say, hey, how's that podcast going? How's that writing project going? How's that new hobby going? How's that new business going? And they just sort of stopped. It's easy to think that you should be more successful than what you are. It's easy to hope for bigger growth and all of that sort of stuff. It's going to take time. Everything takes time. And if you can just stick it out and have patience, things will get better. So, not that everything's financial, but finances are an important measure of success. So on that topic, all of the sales, all of the support, all of that sort of stuff I'm getting is giving me about 20% of my monthly income. Okay, so all of my online work is giving me about 20% of the monthly income that I need to survive. That's quite amazing. It's not enough, obviously. It's only 20%, but it's actually legitimately having a significant impact in my life. Now, this has only just started in the last 6 months. Everything just sort of clicked into place. Prior to that, all of this stuff was straight up costing me money. Now, am I earning the same amount per hour of stuff that I put into this? By God, no. The hourly rate, if you were to break it down by the hour, is still terrible for me, right? But that's okay because I'm doing this out of passion and I love it and I can see a long-term potential in the future. I'm not going to stop, right? Because I see that it's going to be an exponential trend upwards, ideally. Similarly, I had goals to have people connecting with me and communicating with me. And I'm like, okay, when I get one person reaching out to me per month, that would be amazing. One person that I don't know. That happened. And they're like, wow, okay, that happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. Then it became weekly. Then it became every second day. Then it became daily. And now it's more than once per day am I getting people commenting, connecting, private messaging me, emailing me. It's getting so much that it's becoming hard to handle so much, right? So there is growth in a whole bunch of different aspects. I'm having people connecting with people and people will message me and say, hey, I've been listening to you for 2 years. I'm like, 2 years? My God, I sucked back then. But it's so comforting to know and it's amazing to know and I'm so happy that it's happening. It's just, But the key is if I stopped, I would stop. Yeah, there's so many times that I could have just stopped. It's too hard. It's not earning enough money. It's costing me too much time. I could be doing something else. If you stop, you fail. But if you keep going and adapt, you will be successful in whatever you do. I apply this same approach to my martial art Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training that for over 5 years now, and I know that if I just keep turning up, if I keep doing the work, I will get better. I am not the most naturally fit person. I'm not the most naturally strong nor talented, but I just keep turning up and I'm seeing the results. The next one I want to sort of address is, well, how do I... It's so important. I've learned that it's so vital that you value yourself. Put a high value on yourself. What are you actually worth? Because ultimately, this sounds a little bit sort of pessimistic, but most people will value themselves first, either explicitly or just internally. If it comes down to it, they'll put themselves first. They'll get the resources. They will save themselves, right? So you need to put yourself first as a matter of course to make sure at least one person in the world is doing so. Now, this isn't selfish. It sounds selfish at first, but it's not. Because if I value myself, and by value myself, I'm not saying I'm going to screw everyone over. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I'm going to put myself first in terms of prioritizing my day, in terms of ensuring I've got the self-care in place, in terms of exercising and reading and all of that sort of stuff. If I put myself first, if I make sure I'm in a good mental state, I can be there for other people as best possible. I can make sure my son is safe and fed and looked after. Same as my partner, same as my friends, same as all of that sort of stuff. If I'm in a good place, I can help other people be there too. On that topic, of every resource out there, time is the only one that is truly not renewable. I can't go back in time. I can't get my time back. And when you think about it, work is effectively trading your time for money. So when you're spending money, you're actually spending time. Time is stored money, stored opportunity. So make sure you're spending your time. The only thing you can't buy more of, wisely. What are you doing with your time? Are you wasting it or are you using it? Are you getting enough value for it? Is it worth doing that job? Is it worth seeing that person? Is it worth reading that book, playing that game, watching that show, doing that exercise, whatever it is? Is it worth it? Because you're not getting that time back. When you're 90, how much would you pay to have another year of life, of youth, of however old you are now? I'm 31, yeah? When I'm 90, how much would I pay to have another year being 31? My God, I couldn't tell you, right? So use your time because it's all you've got, really. And related to that, the final sort of little lesson that I've learned is to be present with what you're doing and who you're with. I'm a very busy person, and the people that are close to me are constantly being told, hey, sorry, I need to schedule you in. I'm very busy. I'm not sure if I have time, all of that sort of stuff, right? But when I'm there with the person, when I'm in their company, I aim to be as present as possible. How do you become present? Well, it's one, having the intention, two, doing a meditation practice that I strongly suggest you do, as I always talk about. But it's basically just knowing that this time is with this person or with this activity. I'm going to be here now. And later, I will be there now. Now, obviously, this involves, dealing with your anxiety issues and all that sort of stuff. And I talk about that a lot, and I've written about that and how to get your shit together and all of that sort of stuff. But I try and be present with the person I'm with because, like I said, limited time, which means I'm going to be not connected to that person for that long, which means that there's going to be all of these related issues. So be present with what you are doing. Okay, so with that in mind, that's what I've learned. But where am I taking this? Moving forward. Okay, so moving forward, I'm going to be continuing to release more Skillshare courses. These Skillshare courses are going to be a supplement to how to get your shit together, okay? A lot of this content is coming from them, but you'll get it from a different perspective. So if you like the stuff from how to get your shit together, and I think I'm selling about 3 per day at this stage, thank you very much, by the way. I know that you'll like the Skillshare courses. I'm going to put a link down below to my profile. If you follow that link, you can get 2 months free access. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because clicking that link, signing up, gives me a little bit of a kickback and it gives you free access. Thus, I'm still putting out the stuff, everything I'm doing for free. I'm going to be continually releasing chapters from all of my books for free over time because I just believe that information that can help people should be free. So check that out and more are going to be constantly coming. I just recorded one on getting self-confidence, and that's going to go up shortly. So I'll let you know probably in a podcast or two when that's up and available. Speaking of podcasts, not this one because this is the 100 episode special, but I'm going to be doing the format that I've just implemented now. Obviously, I've changed the podcast to be called the How to Get Shit Together podcast, and it's going to be in the following format. I'm going to do a little bit of a talk on a particular topic for 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to share some little updates, and then I'm going to share with you a chapter from one of my books and give you the details on how you can get yourself a copy and all that jazz. So the podcast will basically be a talk followed by me releasing a chapter, and I'm going to do that with every podcast. I'm going to be continuing to do the daily social posts. I try and post at least one thing every day. So that might be a 1-minute video or a longer form video, or it could be a picture, a meme, a quote, all of that sort of stuff. I just want to be sharing with you things that sort of resonate with me. And that could be on any of the things I talk about. It could be motivation, it could be self-improvement, it could be anything like that. So if you're not following me on social, head over. I'm everywhere at Zach P. Phillips. Links down below, of course, like always. I also want to let you guys know that I've opened up myself to online coaching. Now, I do in-person coaching already, but I'm opening it up online. There's a link on my website to my contact details, and from there you'll see my coaching. Basically, what this will involve would be one-on-one Skype-based or online video-based coaching, in which I will help you go from a place of surviving to thriving. Yeah, like a life coaching sort of thing. So if you think it's worth your time, if you've read the books that I've released, if you've listened to all the podcasts and you want more, consider that coaching option. It's right there for you. Finally, I'm working on my latest novel, Lucidity. This is going to be my first quote-unquote true novel, in the sense that it's not going to be an anthology, it's going to be a story from start to end. I'm not sure how long it's going to end up, but I've got this whole plan and process for it, and I'm about 4,000 words in at time of recording. I'm super excited to be this, and basically it's a story where dream universes are connected. I'm really happy to be writing this because it's increasing my lucid dreaming amount and vividness and duration and all of that sort of stuff. So it's helping me, and readers will start lucid dreaming because of it and get a good story out of it and learn how to lucid dream better. So it's going to be great. And I suppose what's more than that? Well, who knows where things are going to take me. Just last night, I decided to release a couple of little things as merchandise, basic little quotes. For example, your anxiety is lying to you, or your anxiety is a liar, or guard your mental state at all costs, and stuff like that. And the idea being that I wanted to give people the ability to remind them of little things as well as a way to support what I'm doing here. So I'm going to start promoting and talking about merch. Why? Well, I didn't think I was going to go down this path, but like I said, with all the lessons learned, there's so much that comes up that just sort of pops up, and I've looked at it in the past and I'm like, oh, I don't like this, but now I think I've got an approach that works. So check it out if you're wanting a way to support the podcast, and grab some, cups or phone cases or pillowcases or clocks, or there's a whole variety, clothes, everything. Check out the link. I'm doing it via Redbubble, and it's just little things that just sort of resonate with me, and I'm going to be constantly adding to that as well. Final thing, if you haven't already, sign up to my mailing list. I'll chuck the link down below to the mailing list so you can get access to everything I'm doing the moment it's released. And it's the best way to stay in contact because I release things on a whole variety of different places. My website, my blog, my podcast, Redbubble, all of these different things, I release them. Where do I share them all? Via my mailing list. So sign up, check it out. And just 100 episodes. I don't know. It's amazing to see how much it's grown and how much the community is growing. The How to Get Shit Together Facebook page, just the Zachary Phillips page on Facebook, the social media revenue places everywhere. It's just, I'm blown away, and I'm happy to keep doing this, and I'm just so grateful and thankful to you, whoever you are, wherever you are, and like I said. Please share this, please connect, please comment, and here's to another 100, hey? Catch ya.